Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. This is Atlanta and Company. I'm Christine Pilar. It is time for my favorite segment, especially with who I have assembled here today. The segment is called It's All Good. Joining me today is lifestyle expert Sean O'Keefe, who, when I say stepped it up a notch from the last folks who were here doing It's All Good, I think people are going to be very jealous. We have a bar, we have a daily drink, we have a wheel of good fortune and good news, and we happen to have one of my favorite musicians and his band, the one and only Joe Granston.
Yay!
Yay!
Anytime we have a bar, the jazz musician.
I thought that was funny. I heard you knocking on the front door going, hey,
yeah.
I hear there's
Here
fun.
since 6 a.m.
And I know you're going to perform later, but quickly interview the guys in case we run out of time.
Oh, my favorite musicians in the whole world, man. They're right here today. This is Kenny Banks, the great Kenny Banks on piano.
Hi.
The wonderful John Sanford playing tenor saxophone. The one
Awesome.
and only Chris Burrows on the drums.
Awesome.
And Atlanta's finest Neil Starkey on the bass.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. I know you're going to help move this segment along. So what did you make for us today? What's our cocktail?
So it's called the Summer Moon. It's a new product by Midnight Moonshine called their Raspberry Moonshine.
You know how much I love that
I love
moonshine.
my moonshine.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
it's just a little cranberry juice and a little orange juice garnished with a slice of orange. It makes it all good.
It is so scary because it just tastes like fruit punch. So I better slow down.
Yay!
Exactly. It's going to be a heck of a show, everyone.
Shall we?
Shall we?
All right, so
The
it's going to
wheel
be
of good
all
news.
good again.
Okay.
Ready? I see the fight. It's too hard.
Five?
Number
No,
five.
Six. Number six.
Number
Okay.
six.
So what Sean has done is he's just given us some topics that I don't know about, and we have to talk about what makes it all good. Oh, hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses.
I have the perfect It's All Good hugs and kisses story. The girls just this morning, usually I'm running out the door, I kiss them goodbye, they're barely paying attention, especially now the school's out. They're watching their show, eating their breakfast, and all of a sudden I see them coming, running out the front door, which is a little scary. I'm like, what are you all doing? And they just said, we just want to hug and kiss you, tell you to have a great day. Love those chickies.
Oh, it's nice. Hugs and kisses are like some of the most important things because it's how we can tell someone what we actually think and what we actually feel.
Yeah.
My favorite hugs and kisses story happened about 1.5 years ago. I was working with my florist downstairs in the floral studio, and it just happened really naturally. He said, you know, this is a really great energy, and I just want to give you a hug and appreciation for all that you've done.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting way of having dialogue without actually saying something.
I know, I
And
know.
if there was a lot more hugs and kisses in the world, I think we'd be in a much better place.
I will tell you, I am Italian, so I'm not only a hugger, I'm also a kisser, and a lot of people aren't that way. So you kind of go in for a good one, and they're
And
like,
they recoil,
hey.
yeah.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, it does not deter me. So if I meet you, and people will stop me and say, hey, I love the show, and I go in for a big one.
Well,
because I think you got to be true to who you are. I mean, unless somebody really is like, I heard you had a cough 2 weeks ago, then I won't do it.
My favorite, a very dear friend of mine said to me, you know, well, we're in the South, we hug here. And it's one of the things that's so beautiful about the transition from California to Georgia.
Agreed.
Is that people here are really, like, if they
Yes.
feel it, they do it. And there's nothing like a hug to start the day off.
I love it.
Shall
Okay,
we?
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Oh, I love that
Another
one.
spin.
Hugs and kisses. Nice.
Oh, well, we can't stop there, so I'm just going to help it off
There
to
we
number 8.
Eight it is. Eight it is. Okay.
What is it? What is it?
All
I
right.
don't remember writing them
Number
anymore.
8 is something to the.
Oh, America the Beautiful.
Oh, America.
Favorite story about our homeland.
Oh my gosh, great story. When I was probably about 7, our best friends and their 5 kids, and the 4 of us, 9 of us, piled in a station wagon and decided to see the whole East Coast all the way up to Maine. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. We're talking car breaking down several times. Somebody never closed the top U-Haul where all the luggage was. The clothes were all over strewn strewn across the highway. I will tell you, it is probably one of the only times in my life I've seen a lot of those cities. Boston, I have the best memories, even though the trip was kind of disastrous.
That's great.
It was awesome.
That's great.
Yes.
So I'm not American.
That's right. You're a
Right,
Canuck.
I'm Canadian.
Yes.
And when I emigrated to the U.S., I made a mistake. So as a Canadian, I thought you had a year to apply for your immigration permit, but you only had 6 months. So I was an illegal immigrant.
You?
And it took like 10 years to rectify the situation. And during that time period, I was not allowed to leave this country. So my holidays had to be in with the continental United States. And I traveled all of them and went everywhere and got a chance to love this nation for what it was. And I look back at where I was, and two of my favorite cities, which I would recommend everybody going to, are New Orleans
Yes.
and San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco.
Because they
Live
are
there.
the
Love
least
it.
American
Yeah.
American cities. They feel global and they
They
feel
do.
special.
They
And
do.
everybody wants to have a story that feels good
Yeah.
about a trip to San Francisco. What's the song? Open your golden gate, da 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 da.
Yeah, that's right. I played
Joe's
it.
like,
Right? You know it.
Joe's like, why you got to put pressure on me like that?
Do
No.
we want to have another one?
No, we don't have time.
Oh, maybe
I know.
tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Oh, maybe for sure tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Thursday and Friday. You're not going anywhere.
I-
Thank you for my fruity
Oh, you're
moonshine,
welcome.
raspberry. What's it called again?
It's the summer moon.
Summer
it's
moon.
raspberry midnight moonshine and fruit juice.
Raspberry Midnight Moonshine. It's phenomenal. Guys, we're going to check in with you a little later on the show. You can't leave. In the meantime, if you have a fun or interesting It's All Good story, we want to hear from you. Send it to us on Facebook, facebook.com/ATLNCO. Tweet us using the hashtag It's All Good.
It is all good.
Here's to America the Beautiful and hugs and kisses. Well, coming up next, we're showing you a cool way to wipe away those unwanted curves. I like curves, though. Come on. We'll be
If you'd please turn the camera on.
It's The Back Room